Guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Nika, and we're going to be doing this ring pour today. I'm sorry I don't have my regular intro that I would normally have. This is just a very long video, and I didn't want to add too much to this video because there's a lot of steps. It actually took me a few days. I had to pour the paint and then go in and do the lines and then do the resin. So altogether, this was a 3-step process. So I'm going to be doing that with you guys today, but let's enjoy the intro first. Okay, so first things first, we are going to be putting our paint in a cup. I am doing this in a specific pattern because I want the colors to show up a certain way on the canvas. I am doing white, black, teal, gold, and then repeat the pattern but replace teal with magenta. This is a very interesting piece because this client wanted white and black, but they also wanted a lot of blue because they sent me a picture of a blue carpet or blue rug in their dining area. So I wanted to make sure the blue came out a whole lot in this as well. Now, when you are doing a ring pour, you want to make sure that your paint is a tad bit on the thicker side. Like, it can't be the same consistency that you would have for a Dutch pour. I kind of go for, like, if I can stick the popsicle stick or the craft stick in the paint without it moving and it just stands straight up in the middle, then I feel like that's good enough for me. But yes, my pattern: white, black, a color, then gold, white, black, the other color, then gold, and I just repeat the steps. And I'm going to be using 5 cups. This is a custom-made canvas that I'm going to be pouring on top of, and I am doing this on a 2-foot by 5-foot canvas, so I needed 5 full cups to make this happen. Okay, now so we're gonna move on to the fun part. So I'm going to pour, and then I'm going to slowly twist my wrist to get a ringlet going, and I'm going to do that until the cup is empty. Now when I pour, I'm squeezing the edge of the cup just a little bit because I am using plastic cups. They're a little bit more sensitive, and I am also pouring from the same side at which I poured into the cup. I hope that makes sense. So you see how, like, we have the blue and you can see a little bit of the magenta on the outside, and then right in the middle you can see the black and the white, and I love that. I love how that turned out. Now, because I don't want these ringlets or these, like, I'm gonna call them vortexes, because I don't want these vortexes to be like super uniforms. I am going to do it at different positions on the canvas. So I'm gonna do them, like, they're not gonna be all lined up perfectly. I want them to have a little bit of more of an organic feel to them. You'll see what I mean. So when you're pouring on a ring pour, the faster you twist, the smaller the rings will be, and the slower you twist, the bigger the rings will be. I want it to be more fine so that when I start to spread them out, they won't be as big, because I'm going in and I'm going to be embellishing with acrylic paint pens. Now on this last cup, I'm going to split up my pour The reason why I'm going to split it up is because I didn't want to lose too much of this magenta, and because I didn't want to lose too much of the paint either, because I felt as if I was going to lose some of the paint if I would have just poured in one spot, and I didn't want to pour it like in that big spot back there, like behind the middle. So I decided to just split it up, and I actually love how it turned out. So we are getting very close to the fun part, which is let's twist this thing around. So I tried to stretch my arms, but my wingspan is clearly not 5 feet, so I couldn't do it that way. But we're just gonna twist and turn this thing around, and look at how it's stretching. Oh goodness, it's so pretty. Wait, okay, bring it back down. Oh, look, it's so pretty. Look at the vortexes. Oh my gosh. So I'm just adding some titanium white paint that is the same consistency as the paint for the ring pours. I'm pouring around so it can help it move it to the edges just a little bit quicker and easier. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Okay, and with the ring pour, you're just going to keep twisting and turning until your paint has fallen off the sides of your canvas. Sorry, you saw my little person in the background. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking some acrylic paint pens and I am just embellishing the lines. Now, to make this look as natural as possible, like it's a part of the ring pour, you want to follow the pattern of the ring pours. So follow the patterns with whatever colors you want to accentuate. So in certain areas where I had more blue and I wanted to add just a little bit more white, I went in and I added more white. And I did the same thing with the magenta because I did lose a lot of the magenta, like I didn't put as much as magenta. So in some areas I'm going in and I'm just adding more magenta. Angle, you probably can't tell, but I am going in and I am adding gold now, and for the gold I am using a oil-based marker instead of an acrylic marker. If you do this, you will not regret it. If you want to add gold to it or any type of shimmer, use an oil-based on top of the acrylic because it is going to shine and shimmer so much better. It does have a chemical smell to it, but it shines so much better than acrylic paint markers. So if you're going to do a shimmer, use an oil-based marker. And finally, I am going to be topping this bad boy off with some resin. I am using Incredible Solutions Resin, the only resin that I use. If you'd like to save some money at the checkout, use my code COINS, and yeah, you'll get some money off. But I'm going to be using this to tip on top of the colors. Number one, it's going to make the colors pop, but it's also going to make the gold lines that I've added pop as well. Okay, so now that we have that all spread out, I'm just going to pop the bubbles with my torch. I know I need to invest in a bigger torch because I do bigger pieces, but I just keep forgetting to. And this is the final piece. If you guys want to see what it looks like all cured, just run over to my Instagram and you will see it. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. As always, I will see you next time.